If you want to know everything about the best possible, highest rated players in the FIFA 22 career mode available for less than £1 million, you came to the perfect channel. I'm your boy Viva la FIFA, and in this video I have listed up 25 players, the majority of them available for less than £1 million, some of them going up to 2 or to 2.5 million pounds. So just search your budget and get the players you desire. And if you're looking for a higher budget, don't worry, I made special videos for that. By clicking the I button, you can watch the video for the best young, cheap players available for less than 5 mil, and also a separate video for less than 10 million pounds. So go check it out right away by clicking the link in the I button, or just go to the description. Enjoy, sit back, and become a mastermind in the FIFA 22 career mode with this info. Let's get the show on the road, but not after you smash that like button in the face. If you're ready to win every single game in FUT 22's Ultimate Team but you're out of coins and you want to get the players you always dream about, don't worry, head over to u7buy.com using my link in the description, and don't forget to use the code VIVA for an extra 5% discount. Starting the episode off with Konaya Boys Clark, the goalkeeper that is only 59 rated at the start but has the potential to go up to 81. He also has a special craft to save with his feet, something only Nick Pope had last year in the Premier League. So you don't only get a very young and talented goalkeeper, but that saving craft, it's something spectacular to add to your team. So this is a perfect road to glory player, and I bet the majority of you guys are doing a road to glory, or else you're not searching for the best players available for less than £1 million. But hey, with this goalkeeper, you're making the perfect step in the right direction. The best young goalkeeper for a cheap price is here right now. Moving on with the English superstar in the future, and that's Karamoko Dembele. He is with Celtic and he was even higher rated in FIFA 21, but in real life he quit developing a little bit. He made his debut for Celtic at the age of 16 years old, but don't worry, you can still fulfill the potential of Karamoko Dembele. And the good thing is, because he is so low rated, but also a very famous player, he's cheap, but also cool to add him to your squad. So something you're dreaming about every single day of the week. So hit that Xbox, turn on the PlayStation, start off the career mode, and get Karamoko Dembele and make him a new superstar. And now we're going to Mother Russia for a player of England, and that is, well, maybe an unknown man, Anjorin. I never heard about the guy before I did it scouting in the database, but here he is, a young playmaker from England, only 19 years of age, has super high potential, going up to 82, starting off with a low rating, and he might be a little bit more expensive than £1 million, but not a lot, £2 million maximum, and then you get yourself a new Frank Lampard for a dirty cheap price. Miguel Aziz. It sounds like a very cool football name. He's only 62 rated at the start of the career mode. He's also one of the best players to loan in at the start. I'm making also videos about that, so if you want to see the best players to loan in the first 2 seasons, also hit my channel. But let's focus on Miguel Aziz. He's a typical playmaker, a new Martin Ødegaard, a new Cesc Fabregas, but then only 62 rated, with the potential to go up with at least plus 20. He's worth the investment, because at the start £1 million, at the end £40 million. Well, that is X40, and who doesn't like that in their squad? Former Manchester City goalkeeper Bazuni is now the goalkeeper of the Republic of Ireland. Well, not of the first team, but he will get there in the long run. He's now playing for Portsmouth. Still a great goalkeeper playing in the lower leagues. That makes him available for quite a relatively cheap price. He has a release clause of 2.5 or £3 million, but you can get him even cheaper. Around £1.7 million will be good enough to get Bazuni. And if you're looking for a goalkeeper even cheaper, I already showed him at the start of the video, but Bazuni is a little bit an upgrade on that person. Looking for the best cheap center backs with a very high potential is Mengi of Manchester United. Of course, with the likes of Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire, Lindelöf, Phil Jones, and the list goes on. Eric Bailly, his playing time is 0. So that is why Man United is prepared to let him go on loan, an interesting player for that, plus sell him for a very low asking price. So in either way, you can't go wrong with the beastly powerhouse Mengi, the new Koulibaly, available for a cheap price. Just take a second and look at the stats of Nandi Collins, the Germany center back of Borussia Dortmund. He's already lightning quick for a center back that is only 60 rated. But don't be fooled, his potential is gigantic, but it's not only his potential that is amazing, he will feel even better than an 82 rated player because his speed, his stamina, his agility, his ball playing skills are just out of this world. So in my prediction, one of the best center backs available for a cheap price is playing with Borussia Dortmund. I love the guy. Samuel Edozie, hope to pronounce it correctly, is a Manchester City winger, and well, Manchester City has a lot of amazing players, but that is only great news for you and me because we love Road to Glory, or else you're not watching these videos. And then with a player like that being the 10th option for the Manchester City left wing position, they're easily going to loan him out, they're easily going to sell him on a permanent deal, and this is where we step in. Steal a player away, use him, and Edozie is a very skillful player down the wing that reminds me a little bit of Riyad Mahrez. Alfie Devine is one of the lowest rated players at the start of the career mode, only 57 rated for the Tottenham central midfielder, and looking at his starting stats, in all honesty, he's quite unusable, but give him some time because with a plus 25, it is not a joke at all. He will become one of the best centre mids in the Premier League, and if you look at him at the start and wait a couple of years, it is like, well, Goku at the start of the Saiyan Saga going to the end of Dragon Ball, because then he is Super Saiyan level 7. It feels like that with this man. What a player, what a hidden gem, and cool that you found him out in my video. Ernest Poku remembers me a little bit of Myron Boadu, the player that made the switch to AS Monaco for £25 million, and with Poku you can get yourself a new Boadu for a very cheap price. He can play down the wing and he can play as a striker. With his enormous space, he's a threat everywhere on the pitch. This is a perfect signing for a lower rated team. League 2, League 1, even in the Championship. If you develop him the right way, Poku will be a pain in the ass for any defensive line with his speed. Kalogora Paulos, I hope to pronounce that name correctly, I tried it several times. The centre back is only 16 years old, he's playing with Olympiacos Piraeus, but he will become the new Dallas. You might remember Dallas as a centre back, winning Euro 2004, super strong, feeling like a friendly giant, but this man will even kill you on that pitch. So not a friendly giant at all, he's a clean, mean, killing machine. A very cool player, very young, but a perfect signing for a Road to Glory 2. Then we go to Real Madrid, and there we find the playmaker Nakai. If you saw him on the thumbnail, you might have thought, hey, is that Kubo again? No, Kubo is way too expensive. That time is gone. That Kubo could be featuring on thumbnails like this. He's now £20 million easily. But we have a new superstar from Japan, and if you like a player like that, I always like to get an Asian player. I'm a big fan of Hirotishi Nakata, the former player of Parma and an icon card in FIFA. And since then, I like to get at least one Japanese or South Korean players in my squad. And this man is the guy to get for a cheap price. Fofana. What's my name? It is Fofana of PSV. With Poku and Fofana, you can get yourself a nice Dutch link up front. One in the wing, one as a striker. Fofana is pretty quick, very clinical in front of goal, and his potential to go up to 83 makes him a very beloved transfer target. Djibril Fanje Touré is the striker of Watford, and what a striker he is. Try to loan him in the first season because he will do wonders for you, and with the lag that Watford has on the striker position, Touré will not play a lot of games in the first 2 seasons, so try to steal him away before that will happen, or else his potential will be reached and then his price tag will go up to £35 million. So don't worry at the start, £1 million is good enough, but then you have to be quick or else he will be gone forever. Valentin Barco might be the best young player you can get on that left back position for such a relatively cheap price, because if you imagine Barco going up with a plus 20 from 83 or to 83 from 63, he will become a new Nicolas Tagliafico, and if you watch the price target of Tagliafico, that is easily £25 million or higher. If you go for Barco, it is only 600, 700k, so Barco is the hidden gem amongst hidden gems in South America. Chukwuemeka is one of my personal favorites. 1, he looks very cool. 2, he's a playmaker. 3, he is just fantastic in the game with his high potential. This is one of my beloved players. Every single time I'm starting off with a Road to Glory team, this is the man on top of my wish list for the center mids, for the cam positions, and I told you why. You can't go wrong with this guy. Aston Villa is prepared to sell him for a very cheap price, and guys, don't wait too long because he has the potential to become the new Jackie Grealish. We're staying with Aston Villa a little bit longer because you can also go for a double incredible deal. For £2 million in total, you can get Chukwuemeka and also Louis Berry. He can play as a left winger and he can play as a striker, so it depends on you. A little bit also a new Jack Grealish. He even looks like Jack Grealish did in FIFA 18 and 19 before he actually got a real player face. So Louis Berry, a very interesting player and a great link to Chukwuemeka. It's not Hannibal Lecter, but it's Hannibal Majuri playing for Manchester United. This is the perfect playmaker. Look to the special threat he has. He's a playmaker, he's a long passer, he is a perfect player for your team. And Manchester United has such a fantastic team, they don't mind to sell some of them. And that is why it's always nice to shop at United, and that's why I like to do that, because in the career mode I never start with a team that is already done. I like to build it from the ground, starting off with Salford United, starting off with teams like that. I just love it, and players like this make my career mode so much more fun. Just like with Aston Villa, we do a double one for Manchester United, and that is Shortwire, the striker. Can he become the new Mason Greenwood in the squad? Well, he can become your Mason Greenwood, your goal machine, because the 62 rated player is available for a very nice price at the start of the game. His potential is mega. He feels unstoppable in the long run. You have a combination of Romelu Lukaku and Mason Greenwood right there for the taking. So don't wait too long and go shop until you drop at Man United youth teams. Charis Schatzgerville, hope to pronounce that correctly. He was in my best cheap players episode for the FIFA 22 career mode for the goalkeepers. He's a free agent at the start of the game, but every single time you start a game, he already found himself a new club. But don't worry, his value is so low, you can easily sign him up in the first transfer window after that for £1 million. He might look like a loser, but he's one of the best goalkeepers in the future. He goes up with a plus 26 to an 84 rated goalkeeper. So if you don't want to wait too long, go for Bazuni or the first goalkeeper I showed you at the intro, or else this man is there for the taking within one season and you can't go wrong on him. He will become a new Andre Onana. You just have to love Xavi Simons. I know guys, his price tag is a little bit higher than £1 million, but don't worry, the maximum of £2.5 million and Xavi Simons will be yours. He will not join every single team in the world, but a little bit, a nice team even in the League 1 is available to get Xavi Simons, or else you loan him in. In that case, Xavi Simons is the perfect signing. He's from the Dutch. He's also half Spanish. He will play for the Dutch national team. I think he's now a player of Paris Saint-Germain, and Paris is prepared to loan him out because we all know Xavi Simons is cool, a huge prospect, but Paris Saint-Germain only looks to the stats in the career mode, and that makes him available for a very cheap price, and he will be your captain and leader on the midfield. Pierre Duoma is playing for Royal Antwerp in the Belgian Pro League, and his potential to go up to 85 with a plus 25 makes him, well, even a Belgium national team player. So you can get yourself a player of the Belgium national team that will be better than Eden Hazard in no time for less than £1 million. If you don't like that, I'm not quite sure what you will like. He's a fantastic player. He's lightning quick, unstoppable. When he is gone, he's gone. He's the combination of Usain Bolt and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Well, I think it shows enough how good he will be. Charlie Patino is the playmaker of the Arsenal youth team, and he is there on the bench of the first team and the reserve team. So he will be available first on a loan deal. So you might be interested loaning him in first if you don't have the money to sign him up. But don't worry, you're enough time to sign him up for a nice price. Of course, if you wait a little bit longer, his price will go up. But at the start of the game, Patino is available for £1 million. Do you want to do it? Do you want to loan him in? I leave that all up to you. Romeo Lavia is the playmaker of Manchester City. He's a powerhouse. You can compare him with Fernandinho and Yaya Toure combination. He looks very cool. He is very cool. He's strong. He's tall. And he is not the quickest. But hey, that is the career mode 4. You can train him in the area you want to be very much successful. So make him quicker, make him even more acceleration speed, and if you do that with this man, you have to get yourself the perfect CDM in front of your defensive line. And that takes us to the final player, and we're going out with a bang. If you're watching my videos about the highest potential players in every single position, you already know about Scarlett, the new Harry Kane. He has the potential to go up to 86 and higher. If you train him the right way, he even has the potential to go up to 88. An extraordinary player available for an extraordinary low price. So if you're looking for the best cheap meta striker. Here he is, Scarlett of Tottenham Hotspur. He will become the best striker in the Premier League. He has the potential to become the new Cristiano Ronaldo. So if you don't want to waste your money, don't waste your time, look for this video, select the players you want to get, and tell me who are you going to sign and what team will you use at the start of the game. Drop it in the comment section, give a thumbs up, smash that like button in the face, subscribe for more, and put on that magical notification bell. Thanks for watching, and click the I button for more videos on this channel.